we get to talk about that series we're talking about earlier. The St. Louis Cardinals coming into town. And again, a big series. We've discussed about the wild card standings, how important this can be for them. So Mitch Keller's taken day 1, Paul Skenes day 2, and then third game, it hasn't been announced yet. But I mean, that would be where Martin Perez
I think they already said Perez is starting. I thought they said.
Oh,
that.
did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then there you go. So then Perez is starting for game 3. What do we think about the series?
I mean, you gotta love the pitching matchups. The Cardinals, it looks like they're sending out Matthew Liberatore, in game 3. So it's not like they're sending out their best either.
Wait, has he gone back to the rotation, or is this going to be like an opener?
I think it's just going to be like they need somebody type of deal. That's Fangraphs has Liberatore starting on Wednesday. So yeah, not sure what's going on there, but though I'm curious to see, because Andre Pallante is starting game 1 for the Cardinals. And I think we kind of poo-pooed on him a little bit last time he came and started against us, and he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, pretty much dominated the Pirates lineup. So that was his best start of the year. So I'm looking for the Pirates to come back and be like, okay, we saw you one time, you got us this time. Let's make adjustments and hit this guy, because out of all the guys, Lance Lynn going game 2, like, what you're getting out of Lance Lynn, right? But Pallante, yeah, like, you got to do better against him this time. And Keller versus him, you feel good about that start. Hopefully Keller is well rested. He pitched those 3 innings on Sunday, so he's only pitched 3 innings in the last 2 weeks, basically. Yeah, so hopefully he's well rested, ready to go. And yeah, this is a big series. The Pirates gotta take 2 out of 3 here, and it's lining up right now with Keller Skenes that you can do that. And then game 3 being Perez. But yeah, Cardinals are playing good ball too. I mean, they just the Pirates won 2 out of 3, and they didn't gain any ground on the Cardinals. So
yeah, and
they
played the Braves.
Yeah, and they played Atlanta, and they actually gained ground on Atlanta. Like that first wild card spot just got a lot closer. The Cardinals are only 2.5 games out of that first wild card spot right now. So yeah, I mean, they're playing well. Lars Nootbaar has been playing well lately. Michael Ciani has been playing well lately. Brendan Donovan, Wilson Contreras, Alec Burleson is having an outstanding season, and kind of just really, really playing well right now. So these just random guys that the Cardinals get, Alec Burleson, Brendan Donovan, they're just
right.
They come up and they hit. It's ridiculous, but yeah, it's the pitching's going to be there for the Pirates. So you just gotta you're gonna have to lean on your pitching. But the offense lines up against some. Like, they're missing Sonny Gray and Kyle Gibson and Miles Michaelis, who are all seem to do pretty well against us, right? So you got to feel pretty good about this. It's a home. Take advantage of it.
Yep, that's what I was gonna get here. I mean, just again, going how funny and ironic it is. Everyone complaining about the Phillies series, how they won, and now like it's the opposite. The Cardinals are set up with like the weaker end of the rotation. The Pirates set up with the best part of the rotation. And that's why you feel very confident in this series. I mean, you feel confident anybody with Skenes up there and like Mitch Keller, right? But it's the Cardinals. And, you mentioned the offense. There's some good quality players there, but it's not like it's this powerhouse of an offense. If this Pirates offense can come back, play some decent ball, right, against their weaker part of the rotation, yeah, there's an absolute chance. So with you saying that Liberatore is going to start, I looked. They've used him very interestingly this year. So, like, when you look at his game logs, he's pretty much a reliever, and a lot of times he'll go like multiple innings. But like his last time, he pitched on the 14th, 0.1 innings. Before that, 1 inning, 1.2. However, he had a random 6-inning start on June 26th. So maybe he is like starting in a traditional way this third game. I don't know, but that's very interesting.
Yeah, and the start went really well. Like he went 6 scoreless, struck out 8.
Yeah.
So
he'll go 0.1 innings and he'll go 6 apparently for the Cardinals. They say we don't care.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely well rested.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it is him. Interesting. Any rate, again, going back to this team, the offense, those are definitely some guys that this team should get to. Ono Cruz been playing very well recently with the bat. Rowdy's been tearing it up. Brian Reynolds has been tearing it up. Kutch has been looking better this series now. He was getting a bit cold there for a bit. Nick Gonzalez is still seeing the ball very well. I feel good enough with this offense right now, pre-trade deadline, that they could win 2 out of 3 here. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good right now with this team.
I mean, you got to feel good. Your guys who you need to play well are playing well. You've got a good-looking starting rotation. Your bullpen pieces are coming together. Like I talked last night, like Dennis Santana even he's been impressive. You take what you're getting out of Dennis Santana right now, and if that's like one of your last guys out of the bullpen, if he's your 7th reliever, that's just a better spot than we were in a month or 2 ago, right? When we were sending out guys who just were getting crushed like pretty much every single game. And so you're seeing the bullpen get better. You're seeing the bullpen kind of get into this groove. People have carved out themselves a role. They know what they're there for, and they're succeeding in it. And the rotation just keeps coming up big, night in, night out, for the most part.
Very much so. And it doesn't matter for the series, but reinforcements are still coming for this team also, pitching wise.
Yeah, I'm curious. It's possible this could be Martin Perez's last start.
Very much.
Falter, I think, is probably going to make one rehab start, and then he's got to go back in. And if you're looking at the rotation right now, who's the odd man out? It's probably Perez.
It's certainly not Luis Ortiz. There's no way you can pull him out. You cannot say you're going back to your old role.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they roll with a 6-man rotation for a limited time too. That's always a possibility. But yeah, like right now, this could be Perez's last start. It probably won't be. Like that, something's going to happen, and he's going to have to make a start. I mean, it's what he's there for. But he needs to get back on track because he's the weakest link. Like if you're looking at everybody in the rotation and you're saying, okay, who's the worst here? It's him. Like he's got to step it up. And like OG says here, I think he gets traded. I'm kind of in that boat too. I think they could maybe move him just to really just kind of almost unload that spot, unload that salary, and just kind of open up some room and some money for someone else to be brought in.
That's exactly where I'm leading. I think it's the last start more because he's traded.
Yeah. Like
but
if they could,
because that there's no spot for him anymore.
Yeah. I mean, if they found someone to take Rich Hill last year, there's going to be someone out there who will take Martin Perez. You got to think. And
you got an interesting prospect last year. Like I'm perfectly fine just dumping Martin Perez. We'll take whoever you want to give us back. But last year there's an interesting prospect we got for Rich Hill even. So yeah, but I'm with you. All right. So we mark it at week 2 wins. Do you want to go for 3? Do you want to sweep, Jim? What's your
let's just go for let's go for the sweep. I think they'll take 2 out of 3 here. They're playing good ball. The pitching lines up for them to do it. So take 2 out of 3. That puts you within 1 game of the Cardinals. That puts you probably right in the mix there for that last wild card spot too. So yeah, take 2 out of 3 right here.